the work we're asking you to do is really essential, right? So my catchphrase is, I want your blood, I want your time, and I want your money. It's not A, B, or C, I want all of it, right? Why do I want your blood? Why do we have a bunch of kids and siblings and parents walking around with a band on their arm? The same reason, well, for a variety of reasons, right? At the minimum, we want a biobank full of plasma so that researchers can use it. We also use that blood sometimes to make cell lines. Some of the cell lines that we made years ago were used by that gentleman in the back row, which were used to build the Syngap program at Camp 4, right? It's taken years, but that was a damn good investment of someone's pain and suffering. We're in the midst of a project with Combined Brain. So Syngap Research Fund is a patient advocacy group, obviously for Syngap 1. We are part of a much bigger patient advocacy group called Combined Brain. Combined Brain covers 160 different patient advocacy groups and is led by an amazing woman who unfortunately I think we didn't hear from today. But they're awesome. They are a multi-million-dollar organization doing incredible work, commanding the respect of funders and industry. And they recently, by the way, hired a CSO who is sitting right there. Stand up, Lindsay. And they hired her because she's brilliant, and she's hardworking, and she's a rare disease mom. And we're very lucky to have one of ours in there. But through Combined Brain, and I could like tell you all day all the amazing things that Combined Brain has given us, but one of the things they did is, Terry Jo texted me a few months ago, hey, I'm applying for this thing, and you have to collect 20 samples, and would you do it? If we get him, can we? I was like, yes, whatever you want, Terry Jo. And so like last week, she's like, hey, we got it. Startup calls tomorrow, which is about how Terry Jo operates. We get on a startup call, and it's basically like, they will fund it, they will fund the collection of 20 samples. They will then take that blood, right? So the blood goes from you to the biobank, and then in the biobank, the blood is analyzed. Essentially, think of it, the blood is turned into a bunch of data, transcript, all the omics, and if that means nothing to you, a bunch of data that is then going to be available to be shared with industry. So that when industry says, hey, we have a question we want to answer about whatever it is they're thinking of, we don't have to say, let's go get 20 patients and let's get the files and let's send them to the company. We can be like, yeah, here's the data, right? And that saves time, and time is brain. So when we ask you to do these pokes, we're not just trying to get our blood bank to be bigger than someone else's blood bank, although I do like to brag. We have a pretty big blood bank. I want the biggest data set. We are here competing for the attention, just to be blunt, competing for the attention of the smartest researchers and the best companies to work on our disease. And the way we win that battle is by being as prepared and as collaborative as possible, right? So when we ask you to do things, it's exhausting and you're tired and you're done. But let me tell you, this is how we get it done. And we're not asking you to do this to see how many hoops we can make you jump through.